Afternoon, guys. I'm Dave Canterbury at the Pathfinder School. This is Jessica Abbott from American Yurts in Northeast Ohio, and they've brought this recreational yurt out here. It's a 12 foot by 12 foot basically diameter yurt. They brought one of these very similar to this to the Pathfinder gathering this year, and I expressed interest in having one of these out at the Pathfinder School property for display. We have about 500 students a year that come through here. I'd like to show this thing off. I also want to test the livability of one of these things in a longer term environment. These are actually built to be taken down and moved for a camping type environment. They're built for rentals, but I believe that they're sturdy enough to go through 3 or 4 months of an Ohio winter, and I think you could live in this thing. So I'm going to try that. We're going to try to see what the livability of this thing is and test it out for the winter. And American Yurts is anxious to see how that works out for them as well. But I think that something like this is very feasible to use in a bug out type situation where you could put this whole thing in your car, take it wherever you want to go, set it up, and I think you could live in this, you know, maybe a little bit longer than short term if the case or the need arose. So we're going to test it out. We're going to shoot a lot more video. We're going to take you inside and show you what it looks like, you know, in its raw state before we put anything on the inside. So stay with us. Okay, so this is the inside of the yurt in its raw state. You can see there's some areas of the ground that are, there's wind that's going to get underneath there. That's not a problem. I'm going to bring a few hay bales in here and take care of that both on the inside and the outside for insulated value. But you can see, you know, it's very well structured on the inside. It's got a hole in the top of it so that all of the smoke goes out. They're meant to have fire inside them. I'll show you what I decide to do about that when the time comes here in a week or so. But I want to show you what the inside of this thing looks like. It's a big piece of lattice work frame basically that goes around the outside, and it has rafters that come up to, you know, a center ring. And I think it's a very neat idea. I've always liked yurts, been interested in yurts. I've always wanted to try one out, so we're going to try living in this bad boy and see how it turns out. You got one door right there, and everything else is closed in, but you got 12 foot of space in here. So you got plenty of room to do your thing and bring all your belongings in here. And for one person, 12 foot by 12 foot is more than enough room, I think. And I think 2 people wouldn't be a problem in here either. So look forward to future videos of American Yurts Yurt at the Pathfinder School property.